Hi everybody, Jim Benson here from Modus Institute, and I'm announcing our newest class, which is called Finding Solutions. It's a class that specifically deals with real world problem solving. So not just, can you find the root cause of your problem, but can you socialize that problem? Can you get alignment around that problem? Can you make sure that you've built a culture that makes problem solving possible at all? So we were kind of frustrated that most problem solving classes taught you how to solve a problem in isolation, ignoring the obvious politics and frustration that people feel when they say that something's wrong or something could be improved or that we might need to change our course in our plans. And obviously, that's important to us. If we're going to build a humane way of working, we need to make sure that we understand that it is our responsibility as professionals to see things that could be improved, a problem, whether it's a problem like this thing's about to collapse or it's an opportunity like this thing's about to take off. Doesn't matter. It's a current state that you see and a future state that no one has planned for yet. And there's a delta there. There's a gap there that needs to be dealt with. That's what we deal with in this class. So in our other classes, personal Kanban and meetings at work, we're solving problems in those classes. So personal Kanban, workload problems, whip limit problems, those types of things. In meetings at work, we're solving the problems of why do we keep having repetitive, boring meetings or status meetings when we could get together and actually get some work done? In our prioritization classes, we're studying, why is prioritization difficult at all? Well, surprise, it's because change happens constantly. So we need to build prioritization systems that are flexible enough to deal with that. So when we got into the Finding Solutions class, we're like, we've already solved problems. So what made this different? So we cover 3 areas. The first here is just how complex is your problem? Where does it come from? And why can't you get people to recognize that it needs to be fixed? I haven't seen anybody else tackle that. And it's so important because this is where the frustration comes from. Often solving the problem isn't too difficult. It's just getting people to shut up and let you solve the problem that is. Okay. The second thing is, how do we as professionals see problems? We see, we get triggers, like we've set up a warning system and the warning system goes off. It says, warning, there's a problem. Observation, professionally, you notice because you're a professional that something could be better than it is. And then lastly, discomfort. That's kind of like that, man, I don't know about this. And then you just keep saying that, but you don't act. And we should act on that. We should act on that discomfort, if only to find out that it's not justified, right? So if we say, man, I'm not comfortable with this, and you go talk to 5 of your teammates, the teammates are like, oh, no, this is cool. This is how it works. And you're like, oh, wicked. That in itself has a benefit, because if you're sitting around the whole time going, oh, man, I'm not comfortable with this, then you're not going to be present to do the work. So even just being uncomfortable is a problem. So then in the end, this class sets up a filtration system, if you will. So different complexities plague you. So a problem can be as simple as my water's too close to me. I'm going to hit it with my flailing hands. I'm going to move it a little farther away. It's pretty clear, easy, simple problem to deal with. Can be a complicated problem where we have to go get some expertise. That expertise might be on our team or in another part of the company or externally to solve the situation. And then the third and the fourth are complex and chaotic, in which case we need to put some serious, muscle into fixing that problem. And that is going to require in the office a ton of political maneuvering where you're like trying to convince people who are already really busy that we need to stop, perhaps alter our course, and deal with this issue. And we all know that those things don't happen. So we're running around in agile and lean and everything else saying you need this culture of continuous improvement, but we never build the culture. We claim to, but we don't. So with this system, with this, with these three modules, that's what we're focused on. Is can we build that system that allows people to spot a problem? If it's easy, deal with it quickly. If it's somewhere in between, deal with it somewhere in between. And if it's hard, give it the attention and the professionalism and the network that it is due. So when the solution comes, you don't have to sell the solution to people, which we always see. I've solved this. Now I got to go convince everybody that it's the right solution. At the beginning, build the system so that they're watching you run the experiments or they're running the experiments with you. And solve that political problem so it doesn't become the next thing to solve or the reason you never talked about the problem in the first place. So this course, you can take it by yourself, self-paced, just take it. It's part of the Modus Institute subscription. You can get a group of your teammates together, and you can all do that together, and then we will support you, in text as you're doing that. Or you can take this course as a group with one of our instructors. So just check out the page on modusinstitute.com. Pick the one that's right for you. We would love to see you there.